And here we are, we're going to make an attempt to make our own aluminum foundry furnace. We've got a 5-gallon empty steel paint can that's emptied and dried. We went ahead and put a hole in the bottom of it. We're going to cut off this piece of 2-inch stainless tubing to length. We're going to run it through it after we pour a bottom of 2 inches of the refractory. And we're going to stick this form inside of it. And then we're going to turn around and take some perlite and some Portland cement and make our own version of our own refractory. Now we're going to mix up all of our ingredients to make our refractory. I went to the local lawn and garden store here in town, picked up several bags of perlite, and as you can see on the bag, it isn't really sold by weight, it's actually sold by volume, and it's just a bag of 8 quarts. There's 2 bags in the bottom of this wheelbarrow, and there's the bag that it looked like when it come in, and it was like $4.95 as of 2014 prices. And we're going to go ahead and mix some Portland cement in with it. And we've basically mixed in 2 large scoops of a standard size shovel, mixed the dry mix together, went back and forth with the hose several times, and now we're just slowly starting to add some water in there and just slowly work it around until we got a paste going. You don't want it really wet and runny. You want to be able to pack this almost like a clay. Finally got enough water in here. Working this down like a couple times, really straight from the bottom, make sure it's well mixed. Get a good consistency. You know, wheel it in here in the garage, start filling up the bucket in the form. Too much. And here's the finished product after we finally got it all packed in there and smoothed out. Shine a light down in the bottom so you can see what's going on. Got our stainless steel tube coming in. That's where our burner port will be accessed later. We're going to go ahead and wrap everything up, get the tools cleaned off so they don't have concrete dried on them. We're going to throw a trash bag over this, let it sit for a few days to slow its drying process, so hopefully everything stays together without cracking out. We did have some extra. Went ahead and filled up some butter dishes, and we'll probably put it in the bottom so we can have something to put our crucible on. Yesterday we poured the body for the aluminum foundry. Today we're going to go ahead and make the lid. I'm going to take another 5-gallon bucket, make a line all the way around it. As you can see, it's right below the second rib on a standard metal bucket. We'll get it cut off and start forming it up. And here I've got the lid cut off of that, or the upper section of that 5-gallon bucket. Got it set on a piece of aluminum. I went ahead and put a light coat of oil on it to keep the concrete sticking to it. And just took a simple Folgers can, stuck down the middle of the weight, and that'll be the flue exit. And here's the finished product after I got all the refractory poured in, smoothed out and tamped in. It's our second fire up on our completely green foundry. Poured this last weekend. Today's Sunday, so a week ago yesterday we poured the main body, and then a week ago today we poured the top lid. Sat for 2 days with bags around them to help slow the curing process down so we wouldn't get dry cracks. And then Wednesday this last week assembled it, stuck a light bulb in a little light socket down in it, let it run for the past several days to help dry it out because it has been extremely cold out this week. Right now it's like 9 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Already run one 3-minute burst this morning, and it sat for 30 minutes just to cool down. So we're going to start running a little longer cycles in between passes and letting them cool completely down, so it'll try to make sure there's no moisture still left in this